It went to such a limit that I have met people who have broken their spinal cords. Then Kundalini will never rise in any case if the spinal cord. Please pay attention here. One lady walks out, then attention goes out. I mean, if your attention is so poor, please pay attention here. Do you understand that? If one person walks out, your attention should not go. And please don't come inside to disturb. You see, the trouble is we must understand that our attention has to be steady. Any lady walks out, if your attention moves out, then understand that you have to meditate more. Please keep the attention. So now, then this Viditama Zen also took a very different form. I met for the head of the Viditama Zen system, and I was surprised because they called me because he was very sick, so they said, Mother, please help him to cure. But I found he was not at all a realized soul and did not know a word about Kundalini. So I said, how are you the head? How is it that you have become the head when you do not know the meaning of Kundalini? So he said, what is Kundalini? He couldn't understand anything. I said, what is Zen? Zen is to meditate, dhyan. I said, all right. Well, what about it? Yes, there is. I mean, so confused he was. Then I asked him, you are not a realized soul. Then how is it you are the head? He said, we never had any realized soul for now ages. Only for 6 centuries we had some Kashyapas, they called them Kashyapas. And after that we had no realized souls at all. So just think, under what circumstances you got your realization. Without sacrificing anything, without giving up anything, without working out any one of these tapasyas, penances, because Buddha is a tapa. These 3 deities on your Agya Chakra, Christ, Mahavira and Buddha, 3 of them are tapa. Tapa means penance. You have to do penance. And penance now in Sahaja Yoga doesn't mean that you give up your wife or give up your husband, give up your children, give up your family. But here tapa means meditation. And for meditation you must know when to get up. That should be the most important thing for a Sahaja Yoga. The rest of the things automatically will work out. And you'll understand. To grow your depth, you have to meditate. It's an absolutely simple thing. You don't have to shave your head. You don't have to starve yourself. You don't have to walk bare feet. You can sing, you can dance, you can entertain yourself with music. You're not even allowed to see a drama or a play or anything like that. So many things, if you see the list, you'll go really crazy. How could people exist? But there were 1,000 people with him who were traveling with him. And they became so poor, they were just wearing rags. Ultimately, a big trader was passing by and he saw them and he thought, what poor people, these are just beggars. God knows they are lepers or what are they. And he had a great feeding for them and he gave them some food to eat and everything. And still he did not know that it was Tathagata, means it was Buddha who was going. So the Buddha's main thing, Buddha itself means Bodh, from Bodh. And the Bodh means to know the reality on your central nervous system is the Bodh. You all have become now Buddhas without giving up anything, because whatever he gave up was all nonsense. It was a myth. If it was a myth, what's the use of giving up the myth? What does it matter if you listen to music? What does it matter if you dance? It doesn't matter at all. But these ideas went so deep into these people that you really feel such pity and such compassion that look at them, where are they getting lost? They don't eat their food, they have their food only once in a while and they are starving. They look like really worse than TB patients. But while you people look like really roses, beautifully, all of you are enjoying life and everything is there. But still one has to know that we have to have that principle of Buddha within ourselves. And what is that principle of Buddha? Is that we have to do tapa. Tapa doesn't mean, I don't say you starve yourself. But also if you have too much interest in food, it's better to take too little fasting. I never said that you should not enjoy music. Never, no question, you should. But then you should enjoy music which is for your emancipation, for your awakening, for your ascent. I don't say don't do, because yourself now you are a Buddha. Buddha was not to be told anything, he told everyone, but he was not to be told. In the same way, I don't have to tell you, it is only you have to understand. But sometimes we are really bound by so many conditionings that I find very difficult for people to understand what is the spirit. Spirit is boundless. It is a free expression of God's love. So when it comes to the free expression of God's love, the compassion, the love, then one has to understand, do we do that or not? Even now there are many conditionings which are still working in us. For example, some of you are like this, that I belong to this nationality, to that nationality, I am this, I am that. We are very proud of that. We cannot mix up with other people. We are too high for the other people, or something like that. You are now become a universal being. So how can you have these stupid limitations which are mythical again? So one must see, introspect and find out if we are having, what's the matter with her? Take her away. Also with your children you must see, very important how they behave. If they are aggressive or how they behave is very important, because they are also Buddhas, they are also realized souls, but they have certain conditionings in them and they are behaving according to those conditionings. Now, as it is, we can see there is light within us. What happens? That we start seeing what's wrong with us and we just drop it out. But even when you see that, if you cannot drop it out, then must know that you need more of power. Then you must learn how to raise your Kundalini, how to be connected with the divine power all the time, so that you are in thoughtless awareness and that you grow within yourself in a depth. I find the conditioning that is very much lurking still is my and mine still in Sahaja Yogis. Like before this, what I had heard about, say, English or all Western people, because I am talking to the Western people here, that they didn't care for their family, their wives, their children. Every third day they were divorcing, or fourth day they are running off with some other husbands or something like that. Now I find they stick like glue. Wife becomes very important, husband becomes very important, my house becomes very important, my children become very important. And first they were not interested in children, now they are sticking on to children like as if with some glue. It's impossible for them to tell that, see, children belong to the Sangha, to the collectivity. You don't think this is your child. Once you start thinking like that, then you are limiting yourself and getting into problems. The country-wise also the problems are reducing very much, I should say. Also we don't like to be racist. I know people hate those who are racist. They want racialism to go away. As in India, I've seen Sahaja Yogis want all the caste system must go away, because these are self-destructive. So we start seeing in ourselves what is self-destructive, what will destroy me, then what will destroy my family, then what will destroy my country, and what will destroy the whole world. All these ventures which are just the opposite of your constructive life, you start seeing, you see your derailment, you see you are going towards destruction, and you can stop it. And that is very important, only possible if you try to introspect yourself and meditate and see, have I got this quality? Some of them are very proud of their certain temperaments. Like, I am like this, what to do, mother, I am like this. No more. Now all your beautiful qualities have been awakened by your Kundalini. Shows that nothing was dead, nothing was finished. They were all there intact. And when the Kundalini started rising, she just awakened all those beautiful qualities. Apart from that, in the Guru Puja I will tell you what all has happened. Of course you must have seen in Sahasrar Puja, I told you about yourself, that what you have achieved, you have no idea as to what powers you have got. But in Guru Puja I will definitely tell you what is the thing that is Sahaja Yoga. It's one of the most precious things that a human being should have known long time back. It is not only talking about God, it is not only saying there is divinity within you, but the effectiveness of that. So you don't need any science. You have any problem, all right, give a bandhan, finished. So simple. If you want anything, just give a bandhan, it's finished. You want to give realization, you raise that. That's Kundalini is raised. Everything that you can do with science, you can do with surgery. We are also computers. Sometimes I say something, say, Mother, how do you know? Say, I am a computer, no doubt. But you all are computers. Only thing you have to develop your depth. Now you are on the right lines. So we don't need this science which can destroy all of us. Everything can be done through surgery. And this is what I'll explain to you in Guru Puja, how you become so capable. So please have self-esteem. You must have self-esteem and understand that you are a surgeon.